of empires crumbling in the gloom. Napkin men with metal hearts surround us, drawing nearer, bodies fill the room. Our talking heads parade their faces every day, showing us the way to think and feel, helping us to understand the rich man's point of view. They said it on the news and now it's real.
Hey everyone, welcome to another Chill Art Sunday, the stream that happens on Sunday and is chill. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing very well. Mod Dropsy, welcome to the stream. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, everyone. Mod, I got your latest two emails. I just have not yet responded to them because I had to prepare to start the stream. Um, in regards to your question there right now, I think that since we have already started the let's call it quote unquote negotiations through email to keep things organized and in just one place, I think maybe we should keep those talks on the emails instead of moving them to DA notes, if that's okay with you. But yeah, guys, happy Sunday, everyone. Let's do some art, shall we? So on the last Sunday, or almost next Sunday, we haven't gotten there yet. That's in the future. No problem, what? What was I gonna say? Right. So on the last Sunday, I colored everything here, and I started doing the basics for the background, which is pretty much done by now actually. I think the next thing that I gotta do here is color the line arts for the characters and the structure that they are sitting on. My day is doing very well so far, Mott, thank you. By the way, should I call you Mott or Dropsy or Mott Dropsy? I'm not sure. Yeah, so yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to color the line arts for these characters. I'm going to start with Silvertrot's line art. So the way we do that is, and this is one of the reasons why I like using the vector lines, is Koyomat. Okay then, I'm going to remember that. So one of the reasons why I like using vector lines to draw the final line arts, which then I export and import into Photoshop, like you see here, is because on top of helping with the whole coloring process, it makes it easier to select the areas that I need to give to apply a certain color to. It also allows me to do the following. So here I have selected the line art layer. So this, that is actually not the layer that I meant to select, but whatever. So that's his body. Actually, I want his head first. Here we go, head line art. Yeah, this is the one that I want. So as you can see here, this layer only has the line art for his head. Now if I go over here, click lock, this option over here in Photoshop, this layer is going to be locked, so the only thing that it would be possible to apply colors to or erase or do whatever are the actual lines themselves. So what I do is I pick the color that I want to give that line. In this case I want to swap the black for this shade of gray over here. And now I can easily, simply stroke the brush over it, just like that, and the only thing that is going to receive this color are the lines. The other option, let me undo this. If I didn't click on this lock thing over here, if I did the exact same thing without locking the layer, this is what would happen. And that is definitely not what I need. So yeah, click on that and do this. Right, now let's give his goatee its color, because his goatee also has its own color. Now because it is brown, a shade of brown, let's color its line art a darker shade of brown. That way the line can still be visible, while still keeping the same color scheme. Just like that. Oh, I love the song. There we go. Perfect. Ta-da! And that is his head. Let's unlock the layer and move on to the next one. Main line art. Perfect. Now this is going to be his main, as the name suggests. So let's grab a larger hard round brush. 145, 143 should be fine. And let's color these lines here, just like this. Now I'm not sure if this is very clear on the stream, but his mane is now brown. There, see, I'm gonna undo. There you go, see, black, brown, black, brown. I wanted brown, so it stays brown. Next, I believe, should be his horn. Yeah, let's do his horn. His horn uses that same shade of gray that I have used for his head. So this. There we go. Ah, what a cutie. I love this character. I wish I had a plushie of him. That would be fun. Let's do his body next, because his head is pretty much done. So let's select his body line art and hide this over here. There we go, body line art. And same thing. Oh, but Mike, you are also coloring his neck bandana gray. Shouldn't that be red? Yes, as a matter of fact, that should, and that is going to be red. And that is what I'm going to do right now. Like I always say, always start with the basics and then move on to the rest. Do the proper adjustments as required, fixes, etc. And the basics here is color everything the dominant color and then apply the other colors as required. In this case, the bandana. And now let's pick a smaller brush, because right here, this line over here needs to be red, but this one over here needs to be gray. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna color a portion of this line that needs to be gray, and you're going to see why in a moment. Let's color here around his shoulder. Now switch back to gray and gently color along the line, just like this. There we go. Perfect. Da-da-da! Hey! I like that. Alright, let's color the rest of this bandana. And this here is one thing that I was talking about when I was drawing the line art on CorelDRAW a couple Sundays ago. See this over here? The bandana is going over the line art for the neck. That must not happen. And for that, to fix that, let me unlock that layer. Let's use the eraser and literally erase this part of the line art of the bandana. Hold on, let me do this again. I gotta erase this just right so it matches the line art for the neck, which is in a different layer. Because the idea here is it must look like the line for the neck is actually going over the line for the bandana, even though that is on a layer beneath the bandana. Hey Snecko, welcome to the stream. Happy Sunday. How are you doing? And now, as we can see here, there's a bit of thing over there. Gotta also remove that. So let's remove that. Let's use this two over here. That is excellent, Snecko. There we go. Okay, let's have a look at this. Yeah, this is looking fine. Just needs a little tweaking. You know, make it look a little more smooth. There we go. I'm doing quite fine, Snecko. Thank you. I'm happy that this is turning out very nicely so far. Okay, and that was the fixes for the bandana, on that part at least. Let's go back to his body line. Yeah, it's right here. I already had it selected. Alright, let's continue the coloring of the, oops, wrong color, of the line art for the bandana. So over here, gotta follow the line. Just like that. Although I think I went over the line a little bit. I do like MLP stuff, yes. Dragons are still my favorite, but I also love drawing ponies. Ponies are fun to draw. They are cute, and they are also much quicker to draw than dragons. Not because dragons are hard to draw or anything like that. No, I love drawing dragons. Actually, the last picture I have worked on a stream, it had a dragon in it. But no, it's just that ponies are smaller and dragons because they are so much larger, so they take more time. And that's what I mean when I say that ponies are easier to draw. But yeah, specifically on this picture, it's just ponies. Here we go. Now over here, let's go back to gray. Oh no, I am using the eraser. Shoot. It's not necessarily that I am less happy today than the usual, Snecko. It's just that today specifically, well, I shouldn't say today specifically, but rather on Sundays specifically, I do intentionally sound a little more calm, if that makes any sense. That's because the Sunday streams, they are supposed to be a more chill experience, you know, more chill stream than the Wednesday and Friday streams when I game. So yeah, the idea is to be more relaxed, you know. So it's not that I am sounding less happy, it's just that I am trying to be more chill. Over a wrong color over there. Here we go. You have a love or hate relationship with MLP? Why is that, Matt? Such a good show. Incredible animation, especially considering that it was all made on, I was gonna say Photoshop, no, on Flash. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, Silvertrot is almost done. Let's do the color for the line art of his tail. That is mane, there's his tail art. So let's pick this shade of brown again and use a larger brush. Yep, there we go. This is where I'm obsessed with it and ruined it for me. Secretly, I did actually like it though. Oh, I see what you mean. Sounds a lot like how I feel about stuff like Undertale, for example. You know, when I don't know about you, but when something is extremely overhyped by people in general, even though the thing might actually be really good, I end up feeling, what's the word that I'm looking for? Averted? No. I don't know. I kind of end up not liking the thing as much as I probably would otherwise. and that's something that actually happened with Undertale, for example. I have the game. I started playing it, but people were overhyping it so much that I started feeling like, I don't know about this anymore. Never finished the thing. I might still come back to it someday. But yeah, I imagine it might be kind of the same thing for you then in that case. Which is too bad, unfortunately, because My Little Pony Friendship is Magic was such a good show. The animation was great, the art was great, the songs in it were great, especially the message, the messages, sorry, the morals, the lessons. It was very good stuff, and it was never anything like some children's cartoons do, where they literally shove it up your face and rub it all over it, make it really obvious that they are trying to push a message through. Like, oh, you gotta protect the environment, oh, you gotta be nice, stuff like that. No, it actually respected the intelligence of its audience. Um, and another cool thing is that it wasn't a show. Okay, what am I trying to say here? Although originally and stereotypically, by stereotype, it was considered to be a show for quote unquote little kids, or should I say, a show for quote unquote little girls. The show actually respected the intelligence of its audience, and it was actually made to be something that people of all ages could enjoy. Actually, Lauren Foss herself, the person behind the creation of Friendship is Magic, she stated that she wanted to make a show that both kids and parents could enjoy, and by God, she managed to succeed. It was so fun. Alright, so let's do Lil Galoshes now, because Silvertrot is finished. Look at him! I like this guy. It's so cute. Alright, let's do this little fall over here now. And she should be even easier and quicker to do than Silvertrot, because one, she is smaller, and wait a second. Wait. I have the wrong layer selected. Derp. Where's her head? There it is. Headline art. Thought it was made for a bigger audience than the girls. Yes. I'm not gonna say it was, but it definitely knew and understood that a huge portion of its audience, even on the first season, was a more grown up audience, and they really respected that. And that is one of the things that I really loved about the show. So much so, actually, that, as we all know, a huge portion of its audience actually was grown-ups. I'm going to miss Friendship is Magic. The ending was really good. It ended on a very good moment. I actually, I'm not gonna lie, I actually did cry a bit at the end, because I don't know, it felt more like just a show. It felt like an experience, if that makes any sense. I just wish that maybe they had ended the show on season 10 instead of season 9. Just to have a round number to close on. And I wish they would have done a little more with the Student 6. Gallus, Yona, those guys. But yeah, other than that, they ended on a very good moment. Wish it was 10 seasons instead of just 9, but I'm not complaining. Exactly. It was simply well made. It was actually properly well made. I have not watched the Generation 1 or 2 cartoons of the My Little Pony franchise, but based on the little that I have learned about them, they they were just mostly generic cartoons made for children in the 80s. You know, the kind of that you would watch on Saturday mornings back in the day. You know, just your average cartoon. But then, as the franchise went into the 90s, apparently it kind of embraced the "oh, it's for little girls" thing and actually made stuff. It made the episodes and such far more girly and stupid for that matter. I actually tried watching one from generation. I don't know. I don't remember if it was generation 3 or 3.5. But my god, that was unbearable. That was definitely the definition of for little girls. It was terrible. Especially when compared to Generation 4, which is Friendship is Magic. Man, dude has nothing that could save it. Well, to say there is nothing that could save it, I suppose there's that song, Rainbow Dash always dresses in style. That was catchy. Can you imagine Generation 4 Rainbow Dash being all stylish and fashion like Rarity? Oh man, so weird. I'm gonna go ahead and call out this line here as well. That way I can do this. And now it is easier to get these colors on their proper position. There we go. Hey, that's Lugaloshi's. But I think I need a little bit of fixing over here, like 1 pixel or 2. There we go. Very noticeable, but it's there. Yeah, and another another proof slash example, or should I say example slash proof, that Gen 4 Friendship is Magic was so much better than the ones before is that unlike most cartoons, it actually managed to make it through to 9 seasons. Not many shows, by the way, managed to get to 9 seasons, especially staying strong all throughout with a big audience. I know there are some shows, big shows even, that do have even more than 10 seasons, but like the Simpsons, for example. But if you go and check them, the audience base and criticisms and such, you will see that although they managed to get that far, they didn't do it on a very high note because a lot of the audience has gone basically, and the one that remained always complains that oh, it's not as good as it used to be anymore, blah, stuff like that. And that didn't happen with Friendship is Magic. Of course, there were some criticisms. There were some people that quit by season 3 when Twilight got her wings. And they were like, oh, curse you, Emily Larson. There was a whole meme behind that. But most of the audience was still there, and a lot of new people joined afterwards. And it got to the end, it was still very strong when it ended. It still is. The Brony community is still very active. I do consider myself a Brony, but I have never been involved in the community. My Broniness, so to speak, only goes as far as enjoying the show, enjoying the fun art, and enjoying the fun music that is made by the community, and that is as far as it goes. Like these songs that you can hear playing on my Sunday streams, they are all made by Brony musicians. And I gotta say, I love these musics. I love these songs. They are very inspired and really good. Their lyrics are positive. The lyrics are very nice, and many of these songs, actually, you would never know were based on My Little Pony if you weren't told or you didn't see it for yourself. Because some of them, the lyrics have absolutely, apparently, anyway, have absolutely nothing to do with MLP at all. Oops, wrong color over here. And if I'm honest, these songs are way better than everything that is playing on the radio, that has ever played on the radio. In the recent years anyway. Like this song that is playing right now, it's one of my favorites. It's Ghosty. This version is made by Fritzy Beat, although he changed his name like last year or the year before. I love the song. Yeah, Ghosty, featuring Fritzy Beat. There it is. This one specifically is the Jaystrians version. Okay, where was I here? Oh, you're kind of the same thing too? That is great. You know what, Matt? Since your sisters kind of ruined the show for you when it was still on the air, now that it has ended and the, let's say, quote-unquote hype kind of quote-unquote died down, maybe now might be a good time for you to go back and try to enjoy the show. Maybe you are going to enjoy it more now than you did when it was still being produced. Okay, I think I have finished coloring these characters completely. No, I gotta do their eyes. Well, I did draw their eyes already, just that their eyes now need to receive some more detail. Let's start with Lil Galoshes over here. Let's see, popular base, is this what I want? Yeah. I am going to create a new layer above this one. And let's select this. Just like that, yes. Let's pick this shade of brown. And let's use a different shade over here. I think I do want a lighter color, a lighter shade. Now let's switch to the gradient tool, and on the new layer, yeah, I'm gonna do this. This needs to be a little lighter, or maybe the original color here needs to be a little darker actually. Yeah, I think that's what I need. Yeah, and believe me, Matt, the show actually got much better past season 3. Contrary to what the minority of people might say, it got terrible after Twilight got her wings. No, it actually got amazing. They upped their game on the jokes a lot, and they were very clever jokes too. They were not horseshoed in jokes, mind you. The stories were very good. It was so good in general. Let me show you something. I actually have been feeling like going back and watching the whole show again sometime soon. And I have the whole show. Look at this, all seasons. plus some of the shorts, which I think I need to. I'm missing some shorts. 187 gigabytes of stuff. 187 gigabytes of horse. I like this show so much. So good. I gotta go back and watch it again. Yeah, no, I also don't understand why they were freaking out so much. And originally, season 3 was supposed to be the last season on the show. But the show was making so much success, it had so much audience that they kept going. And they actually gave those wings an actual purpose, and everything ties up very nicely at the end of season 9. And another great thing is all of those characters, they all had a story arc, and all of their stories had closure. They all completed their arcs. They all managed to get to to achieve the goals that they have been talking about and dreaming of since the beginning of the show. I thought about talking about some of them now, but I don't know. If maybe it would be I would be spoiling, and I don't want to spoil the show for you. Because correct me if I am wrong, but you actually have not watched the whole thing yet, have you? So yeah, if you haven't, and I talk any more about it, I'm gonna spoil the show for you. Unless you actually are not planning on going back and watching it. Let's name this layer Pupil. Oh, you have actually watched the whole thing? Yeah, so it should be safe then for me to talk about it. Alright, let's do Silvertrot's Eye. Oh, actually no, I have not actually finished with Lugaloshi's eyes over here. Well, eye, there's only one visible. Let's see, Iris base. Let me add one simple effect over here. Ah, you started on season 3 and watched the whole thing all throughout. Ah, I got it. I started on season 1 actually. Episode 12 had just came out when I started watching the show. But yeah, the story arcs thing that I was talking about, it was great. Not many shows managed to get this sort of stuff done properly, and MLP did. Like Rainbow Dash, if you go back and think of the show and watch the episodes, you will see her character just like all others. Her character grew and actually matured all throughout the show. She started like this very brash character, and who dreamed of becoming a Wonderbolt. And through trial and error, many mistakes, learning lessons, she eventually got there, and she succeeded. By the end of the show, she's actually the captain of the Wonderbolts. Her dream, she managed to make her dream come true. And the same goes for the other characters too. Rarity, who at the start only has a little boutique in Ponyville, managed to open a whole franchise and make a name for herself. So good. Let's add a little outer glow with this. Not too much. This here should be fine. When I started watching the show, back when season 1 was still being produced and aired, I remember it was still the good year of 2010. Man, it was so long ago. It feels like just last year though. Anyway, I started seeing fun art of ponies and people talking about ponies a lot on the internet, especially DeviantArt because that's where I'm most active. And I was always wondering, why are people drawing so many ponies all of a sudden? And one day, what am I trying to do here? Hold on a second. Right, I'm doing a light effect. And one day, when playing Minecraft with a couple of friends, one of them told us, we were in a voice chat by the way. One of them said, "Hey guys, if I tell you something, do you promise not to laugh at me? Take this seriously, please." And we were like, "Okay, sure." And he said, "I like My Little Pony." And two of our friends who were in the voice call, they didn't exactly laugh, but they did do a little chuckle like, "Wait, really?" You know, that kind of stuff. But I kind of knew maybe what he was talking about, and because I have been seeing pony stuff around, and I was intrigued, so I kept it to myself and asked, "Really?" And then he told us about friendship is magic, and he said, "Guys, if you can, I know you might think that this is a show for little girls and such, but give it a chance. This is actually good." And I have been seeing a lot of people apparently enjoying the show by that point. Like I said, I have been seeing a lot of artwork inspired by the show and artwork from the show. So I was already intrigued, I was curious. So I decided to give it a chance. But not before asking, "Hey, are there dragons in it?" And he said, "Yes, there are dragons." And it was at the moment that I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna watch it." So I gave it a chance. And I also had that idea that, oh, there's a show for little girls, you know, but so many people were apparently liking it. So I thought to myself, hey, so many people like it, why shouldn't I at least give it a chance? Let's do it. So I watched episode 12. I believe it was 12. It had just came out a few days before that. And if I recall correctly, that's the episode where Apple Bloom meets Scootaloo and Sweetie Belle, and they form the Cutie Mark Crusaders. And my first impression of the show with that episode is that this actually is not bad. You know, it is not dumb. It is not treating. It is not insulting my intelligence. I don't feel my intelligence being insulted. I'm gonna give this another chance. Let's watch. This is okay. This is fine. Let's watch the first episode of this season. Let's see what that is about. So I watched the first episode. The first episode was a bit more weak because, you know, it was still on the beginning and such. But it was fine. It was okay. It was supposed, I believe, to be more on the weak side. You know, where things are more simple. Characters are still being introduced. We still don't really know what they are all about. And I finished the episode. It was a two-parter. I finished the episode and I said, this is actually okay. Let's watch the next one. Let's see where this is going. Let's see this season premiere to the end. And this is not the thing that I wanted. So I watched the second part of the first episode, and then I watched the second episode, and the third, and the fourth, and the fifth. Next thing I know, there I was crying at the end of season 9. What a good show. I believe it is safe to say that Friendship is Magic, is to this day my favorite cartoon of all time. My most favorite cartoon of all time. I don't think I have ever liked another cartoon as much as I have liked this one. I hope that Gen 5 is going to be just as good. I really hope. They have already released a teaser. There are some screenshots lying around, and the movie that is going to, I don't know if I can say it's going to be the kind of like, you know, the pilot episode of the show is going to air on Netflix. And so yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch it and give it a chance. I hope they don't screw it up. But you watched the two-part pilot of season 1 while season 3 was airing? Or are you saying that you watched the two-part pilot of season 3? Yes to what? Yes. Ah, the season 1 pilot, okay. Okay, I think this effect is okay for now. I feel like I should go back to this later. For now, let me name this light effect. Oh, I should add some opacity to this. Maybe that's what I... Yeah, that's better. Kind of. I think this can still use a little more improvement. Alright, let's work on Silvertrot's eye now. But yeah, I hope that Generation 5 is going to be just as good as Generation 4. For one, it is going to be animated with CGI completely. And that in itself is not a bad thing. The design of the characters so far seem good, although I'm not quite fond of the wing design choice that they have made for the Pegasus character in that trio of characters. I don't know, it looks like angel wings, which is not bad. It just maybe it's because I'm used to how Pegasus wings look like on Gen 4. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just a matter of being used to it. Let's watch the show when it comes out and let's see what things are like. Yeah, here, let me bring up Equestria Daily. Let's have a look at those wings. Ah, that is cute! I gotta add this to my collection. Let me see if I can find that picture. It is in here somewhere. Yeah, it's this character over here, but that is not the picture that I'm looking for. No, this is fan made. I want the official stuff. That is cute. It's already on my collection though. I don't know their names even. I know one of their names start with an H and I. Yeah, from what I heard, or rather, from what I read, the movie... See, this is cute. This is well made. Nice expression, quite cute. There's potential there. And that animation, by the way, is from the teaser they released. Anyway, from what I read, the Gen 5 movie is gonna come out this year. I just don't remember what month. That is cute. Where is the official... Well, maybe I should probably just look on Google, it should be easier to find it. Yeah, let me look on Google. My Little Pony Gen 5. Where's that official image that they released where you can clearly see that Pegasus wings? I definitely did not hallucinate that. I'm pretty sure. Maybe it's more visible here. That unicorn is cute. Wait, it wasn't that character there? Where the frick did I see the wing? Gen 5 characters. Huh. Can't find it now. I bet you that if the moment I give up on looking for it and just browse stuff around, I'm gonna find it very easily. That's how things usually go for me. Oh, I think it was this image. It was one of the early leaks. Yes, I think this was it. See these wings over here? It's on a little bit of a low resolution, but see the wings over there? They look far more like, you know, the stereotypical angel wings. Yeah, that... I'm not gonna say it feels off, it's just, I don't know, maybe I'm just too used to how wings are on Generation 4 Pegasi. Just doesn't feel right to be there. The hell is this? I don't want first though, I just want this picture. It's really cute. I have already even made a folder specifically for art from Generation 5 even. I have in my collection Friendship is Magic, and now I have Gen 5. Whatever that is going to be called. Okay, let's add this to my collection over here. Is this a canon character though? I don't know. Alright, let's go back to my art. I hope that the movie, when it releases on Netflix, it is also made available here in Brazil, because I really want to watch it and I have Netflix. Because if it isn't made available over here for the Brazilian library, I'm gonna have to hard the thing, if you know what I mean. Ah! What did I just do? I see what I'm doing wrong. Ah, dang it. Gotta select this layer. Now I can work on the other one with this selection. Yes, I am from Brazil, Matt. Oh, I see why this isn't wrong, and why Leo Galos's eyes looked strange. I am using the wrong kind of bucket for the gradient tool. I was using the color to transparency thing. I need to use the color to color thing over here. I'm stupid. There we go. There we go. Now that is right. I'm gonna have to go back to Lugalocious and redo her eye. There we go. Now that is right. Now that is a very cute eye. Okay, let's go back to Lugalocious over here real quick and fix that. Let's see, Lugalocious. Pupil, let's select her pupil base over here. Let's pick this shade of brown. Let's make, oop, dang it, that's not brown, that's blue. Whoopsie daisy. Let's select this a little lighter, yes. And a little darker on the base color. There we go. Now actually I'm gonna use the eraser and erase the original that I have made here. There we go. Something isn't right. There we go, that's better. Let's select this. Make that invisible. Now this is gonna work. Just gotta invert these colors. Yes, there we go. That is way better now. Now that is right. Now that is the way it is supposed to be. Okie dokie, now I can go back to Silvertrot. Let's continue working on his eye. Let's name this layer and hide the original underneath. Is this what I want? Yes. Let's give this a little bevel and emboss. That there should be fine. Let's round it to 8 on the sides. Yes. And let's add a little bit of outer glow to these things over here, so his eyes look more alive. Okay. Now let's create a new layer. And let's pick white over here. Let's make this effect just like this. Tilt it a bit. There we go. Look at that. Now, just gotta erase the parts of this effect that are poking out, and then I will be done with this. Oops, gotta invert the selection. There we go. Ah, look at that. I love it. So nice. Let's call this layer light effect and save. Let's save it. I'm gonna drink some water. Good water. Alright, so that should be it for the characters. I'll hide the color set over here. I'll hide this color set as well. Thank you, Matt. Okie dokie. So the characters are done. They are all fully colored. I'm not going to merge their layers yet. Let's color the line arts for the structure. Let's begin. Where am I going to begin with this? That's a lot of stuff. Wooden beams. I think I'm actually going to begin with a platform. So yes, this here. Let's pick this color as the base, make it darker, and let's use a hard round brush of a big size. Let's round it up to 700. There we go. I don't know if this shade of brown is good enough for this, but let's have a look. Let's have a closer look, I should say. Yeah, this works. Let's do the ramp. There we go. Let's do the wooden beams down here. There's one. Here's the other ones. I'm gonna have to go back over here later and change the color right here. See these curvy lines down here? Because these are supposed to have kind of the same color as the dirt underneath over here. Because this is dirt, and this is a hair on my tablet. I need a haircut. Jesus Christ. Okay. So that is that. I should probably make a new layer here to keep the colors that I'm using, you know, color set. That way, if I need to come back and select these colors for reuse later, I can do it more easily. There we go, let's put that there, and let's name this layer colors set. Ta-da! Alrighty, let's do the wall next. So this shade of orange, let's make it a little darker, like that. Brush number 700, lock the layer, and color the line. There we go. Now the door. Okay, so the door and the wall are on the same layer of this one. So what I'm going to do here is, first I'm going to color everything this same shade of orange, you know, the color of the wall, just like that. And let me save these shades of orange. You have an email. You've got mail. I should probably use that voice line from AOL for when I get an email on my phone. You've got mail. That would be fun, at least for one of my accounts, because I use a different ringtone for emails for different accounts. Okay, so I have saved those colors. Now I gotta make some more colors for just the door. Let's begin with the brown from the door. That's another email. Let's make this darker. There we go. Let's use a little larger of a brush. 60 should be fine, at least for this part. Yes, I think this shade of brown is just perfect. Now this beam over here going across the door, that is going to have a different color, but I'm not gonna bother with that just yet. For now, I am going to just go over it for the main part of the door. For this part here, I'm gonna go with a smaller brush. There you go. carefully not to go over the wall. I went over the wall. No problem. Let's just pick this shade of orange and fix it. There we go. There we go. That's fine. Now let's go over here. Right here. And let's do kind of the same thing. Just like that. Nice. Now for this section, you know what I'm gonna do? I am going to use the selection tool so I can more easily color this. You know, you see this line over here going up all the way. I want to color this more easily, so I'm going to use a selection tool so I can just all willy-nilly run the brush. Oh god, selected with the lasso tool is going to take forever. Let me try this. Ah, but this is tilted. It's at an angle. Ah, whatever, I'm just gonna go freehand. Whatever, just gotta be patient. Here we go. That's not so bad actually. Here we go. I'm gonna do this whole side of the door first before I do the rest of the door. Let's go further up a little more. I see the door handle over there. I love this song. You're working yourself mindless. You drive yourself insane. You're fed up all alone. You're going down a lonely road. There's no shame in leaning on somebody else. So follow your story, follow your song, but follow your friends when the days get long. Lay down your soul by the fireside. Lay down your burdens and sing away your strife. See, this is one example of what I was talking about. These brony songs not really sounding like they are pony based or pony inspired. The lyrics rarely ever, well, I maybe say rarely ever is a bit of a stretch, but what I mean is the lyrics of many of these songs do not directly reference MLP at all, so many people would never know they are MLP inspired if they didn't see it for themselves or weren't told. Simply because the lyrics are just that good. Alright, here we are at the top of the door. Put that there. There's a bit of brown leaking into the orange. Here we go, that's better. There we go. Now over here, let me go ahead and do this. Let's add more brown here, that way later I can use a larger brush to color the rest of this line without fearing any color leak into the orange area. So right here where I have the cursor right now. Go, let's put that there. That's good. Let's move on to these two over here. That seems good. Okay. I wish to, Matt. I wish to. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. Visit this one here. Okay, that seems good. I think we are almost done with this door. At least this part of the door. Let's see here. Here we go. I'm sorry I'm not talking too much right now. Just there isn't that much to talk about on this part of the drawing. Okay, so that should be done. Let's use a larger brush now and color the rest of these lines on the rest of the door. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to use the lasso tool, select just the section that I need to color. That way I can use a much larger brush and just brush it all with the needle like this. There we go. Good. Perfection. Well, not quite, but you know what I mean. Now let's save these shades of brown, because I'm going to need them again later. Hopefully I remember what these colors are. I'll pick that shade of brown and this shade of brown. Okay, put them there. That is good. Save. I think I'm gonna quickly go over and color the line art for this door handle. I don't know why I switched colors there. I still need this one here. There we go. There we go. I guarantee you, however, Matt, that what am I doing here? Hold on a sec. I am on the wrong layer. There we go. When I stream game moderation on Truckers MP, there will be a lot of people watching, because a lot of people like that sort of content. And truth be told, I could focus my channel on doing just that. But I don't want to focus my channel on just that. I want to have my channel focused on variety, you know, have all sorts of stuff. And that is why the Wednesday and Friday streams, they are never the same game. I am always playing a different game every week. That way there's some good variety of content. There we go. Always something for someone to enjoy. Except on Sundays, well, because Sundays are dedicated exclusively for art. I am glad you like it, Matt. Thank you. Okay, so the door handle is done. Let me save those colors. First the brighter color and then the darker color right there. It is starting to get a little dark here. Let me turn on my light. Hold on a sec. Ah, there we go. Much better. Also, I'm gonna drink some water. Okay, let's see now. These things. Let's pick this color as the base. Let's make it darker. It is going to look like black, but it is not black. Let's zoom in a little bit. Let's use a smaller brush. Number 9 should be fine. I think this might be too dark. Let's make this a little brighter. Not brighter, lighter. Ah yes, this is better. Wait, is it? Not quite. Let's try again. There we go, now we're talking. Now that is good. Now carefully over here. We don't want this to go over the orange. There we go. There we go. By the way, Matt, so you know what you asked for your commission? Charizard hugging your human character? I was thinking, and I think I have an idea for that picture that you might like. A few years ago, I started. It's not already a series, but I did make a few pictures with the same theme, and here I think it's going to be easier if I just show you what I'm trying to talk about. So you know how on Pokemon Heart, Soul, and Gold Silver. Wait, Gold Silver? No, sorry. I mixed up the names. Soul Silver and Heart Gold, you know, the remakes of Generation 2 of the Pokemon games. You can have a Pokemon walking behind you, following you all over the place. And if you talk to the Pokemon, you can interact with it, and the Pokemon will do different things like the game will give you a message saying, hey, your Pokemon has hugged you, or the Pokemon has bumped into you, or hey, your Pokemon has found something, you know, that kind of stuff. Where is that? Ah, here it is. Here's one. It opened twice for some reason. Here's two. I think I have made a third one too. Let's see. Go back a couple pages. I'm pretty sure I have. Ah, those were the ones you found me by? That's awesome. I could swear I had made a third one. Can't seem to find it though. Look at this page. If not, then I'm gonna just give up and move on to what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I could swear I had made a third one, but anyway, these two are just going to be enough. So yeah, my idea was to kind of make a series out of this. You know, draw actions that Pokemon perform in the game. Like, whoa, Arbok suddenly hugged you. You know, draw it like what it would actually be like in real life. Oh, Charizard bumped into you. Get bumped by Charizard, you get tossed to the ground. Like that. So yeah, I was thinking, but I don't know if you're going to agree with me here. So do let me know if not. Since you want your a Charizard being hugging your human character. I could make it like one of these and have a text box saying Charizard hugged you, or like this. Whoa, Charizard suddenly hugged you, and have the Charizard hugging. You know, kind of in this style here. I think that would be fun. For this part here, I'm gonna need this shade of brown here because I need to go over the line there a bit. There we go. Now I'll just switch colors and do this quick fix correction over here. And let's carry on. But yeah, I could swear I had made a third one of those. Why did I just think about doing it but never actually done it? I really can't remember right now. Maybe I just thought of doing it but never actually got around to doing it. Oh! I did do it! Actually. I just remembered. Wait, did I? I did. Yeah, there it is. It was a commission. There, that's the one I was trying to think of. Superior wants to play with you. Although I don't think this message is actually in the game. I just made it up in the same style. But yeah, I did make it. I knew I had made one. Alright, it went over the nail, but that is no problem. It would not look kind of like the same style. Here, let's pick one of those and hide the background so we can have an idea of what it might look like. To DeviantArt, whip down. What was the name of the Charizard one? Shoot, I can't remember. Does it start with C for Charizard? Clumsy Zard, yes. Yeah, the bumpy one. I'm choosing this one because it has a Charizard. So let's hide this watermark. And the background. And just for the sake of, I don't know, switch this, just put something there. Yeah, I think it works. Actually, let me do something different. Let me save this as a PNG without the background and see what it looks like with transparency. Yeah, can name it final, no problem. Okay. Saving any day now, Photoshop. Any day now. God, I can't wait until I can afford to buy a new computer. 11 years for a computer is way too much time. And this one is definitely showing signs of its age. Okay, close that. Yeah, it works without the background, no problem. I'm pretty sure I can draw a better Charizard nowadays. But yeah, my idea is to have it kind of in this style. Oh yeah, the money from the commission is definitely gonna go into the funds to buy the parts that I need to upgrade. I wish I could just build a whole new computer so I can simply take this one and unplug it and keep it as it is. So like, you know, it would be kind of like a small time capsule of sorts. So like in a few years I can plug it back in and see its stuff as it was, and think, hey, so this is what it was like then, such, you know. Like if I wanted in the future I could just plug it in and keep using it for some other purpose. But unfortunately, just build a whole new one is going to cost way too much money. Especially now that the world is crazy and things are crazy expensive. And by nature, things are already way too expensive here in my country. So the most I'm gonna I'm gonna have to just buy a new motherboard, processor, and RAM. You know, because they have to be compatible. And because I'll be forced to upgrade to Windows 10, I'll also have to buy a SSD, and the song stopped. When am I gonna fix these? Dang it. Because Windows 10 does not like to run on a hard drive. But yeah, that is going to cost a lot of money, and then I'm gonna have to reuse all of the parts. Yeah, it's alright, Matt, and thank you. Let's drop this. But yeah, I wish I could just build a new computer, but instead I'm gonna have to just change the main components, you know, motherboard, processor, and RAM, plus add the SSD for the boot drive to run Windows 10. And reuse everything else. Reuse the power supply, reuse the hard drives for storage, which I also need to upgrade because I'm starting to run low on some storage over here. and the graphics card, which I would have to do anyway because God knows how hard it is to get your hands on any graphics card nowadays. Alright, now we are almost done. Is this the second plank on the door? Oh yes, it is. That means I am almost done with this door completely. I think that next I just gotta do the nails. Oh, I need this color, not that one. There we go. Right. Now, have I saved this brown yet? No, I have not saved the brown from... Oh, mistake over there. Alert, alert, mistake detected, mistake detected. Correct, correct. Fix it, fix it. There we go, that is fixed. And this one has been fixed. Mistakes fixed. Oh no, I have not finished. That was the first one. I still gotta do the other one over here. My bad. Let's save. And let's start coloring. So yeah, for you to have an idea of how expensive these things are, let me go on the store here. And let me find the parts that I'm looking for. So I want a Ryzen 5 3600. I might go for the XT model. Oh, the price on the processor actually dropped a bit. That is good. Let's select the XT model because it has a higher boost clock. The motherboard, I want one from MSI, because specific from MSI, because their mascot is a dragon. And they have good quality as well. So let's pick here MSI. Socket AM4. The mod that I want is out of stock right now, but this here is the one that I want. And the RAM, obviously, is gonna have to be DDR4, because I cannot reuse the RAM that I have currently. Where's RAM? There, RAM memory. Because I cannot use the RAM that I currently have, because what I have is DDR3, and DDR3 is not compatible with modern hardware because everything nowadays uses DDR4, and it's already soon going to switch to DDR5. So 16 gigabytes of RAM, because that's what I currently have. And most look for growing price, so from cheapest to more expensive. So currently the cheapest RAM is going to be this one. And SSD 500 gigabytes. I don't necessarily need 500 gigabytes, but if you look over here, I actually do. Because I have many programs that I use. I have, if I show you my desktop here, let me minimize everything. Minimize media player, minimize this Explorer window. I have a bunch of programs, as you can see here, from music to video players to image editing softwares, browsers. I actually do need these many browsers because some of them are used for specific things or some specific accounts, like Edge, which is actually a good browser, the Chromium based Edge. I use this for my work email, so I don't have to log out and log in, you know, that sort of stuff. So yeah, and all of these things, they take space, plus some temporary files. So these things take space. Takes space. My current boot drive, which is this one here, is a 320 gigabytes hard drive, and as you can see, it only has 26.3 gigabytes free. So yeah, a good capacity SSD is ideal. And this here is actually what I want, this Crucial SSD. Okay, we can close this here now. So yeah, 1,599.90 reais, which is Brazil's currency. So let's put this on the calculator. So 599.90, and this is not including shipping, by the way, plus the motherboard. That's where's the price of this thing? It's out of stock. That's right. Okay, let's see. What was the last price practice on this thing? Let me select it. Let's go back here on the search. There, 1,399.90 plus the RAM. As of now, it is 733.90 plus the SSD. I could just use a hard drive, but Windows 10 on a hard drive is a nightmare. I have it on my work computer. It's terrible. 513.90. So on these parts alone, I would, if I were to buy right now, I would need 4,247 reais and 60 cents. Let's see, converting that to dollars, how much that would cost me right now. Real to dollar. So let's punch those numbers here. As of right now, it would cost more or less 746 $8.14. Considering inflation, by the time that I should be able to afford these, I think we could round this up to 750 or a little more. Because that's the thing, the dollar is always going up and down. And for you to have an idea how expensive this actually is, I know that 746 doesn't actually look that expensive, but for you to have an idea of how expensive this actually is in my reality, think of this 4,247 and not as 2047. Sorry, let's put this over here. I think you can see it on the stream. Okay, so in my currency it is this or $4,247. Converted to dollars, it doesn't look like that much money, but think of this, instead of 4,247 reais, you know, this R over here, think of it as dollars instead. Think of it as $4,247.60. That is how expensive this actually feels like for me over here, because it is about that expensive. I mean, honestly, in the United States, for that much money, you could actually buy a whole new computer, and a very high-end one at that. The parts that I have selected are not even high-end; they are on the most mid-range. I mean, mid-end. And all help is very welcome and helpful, Matt. Thank you so much. I just really hope I can get that human you asked for drawn correctly. Because like I said, I am not good at drawing humans. I never have been, actually. But I try. I'll definitely try. So let's put this over here. Really? You do? You think so? Well, thank you. I do have to say, however, those are the ones, the least bad ones that I have ever drawn. I remember the last time I tried to draw one, although it was mostly a test to see if I could draw a character, actually for a commission, ironically. And I kind of wanted to barf because it was so bad. I ended up having to decline that commission that time, unfortunately. But I don't believe I'm not going to decline yours though, because the idea you proposed to me should be very easy to draw. So yeah, I will need, however, to first do some tests on the human, also to dust off my almost non-existent skills for drawing humans, and then I'm gonna get started. So likely, I still gotta reply to your emails, by the way, the last two you sent me. But very likely next Sunday I'm not going to be working on this picture here. Instead, I'll very likely be working on your commission next Sunday. And to get things done faster, I will likely not work on your commission just on Sunday streams. I'll also work on them on it. Sorry, not them. It's just one. One I'm saying. I'll probably also be working on it during the week when I'm not streaming. You know, so doing it off stream. The problem is that lately I haven't been having that much free time to do much of my own personal stuff, so I'm not sure if I'll actually be able to work on that art outside of Sunday streams, but I'll definitely try so it gets done as quickly as possible. Well, not quickly as possible, but I should say as soon as possible. You are most welcome, Matt. There was a time that I actually would draw almost every single day. I miss those times. Now I am almost done with this blank over here, and once I am done with coloring these lines over here, I will be good to color the nails, you know, these round things over here, and they're going to be gray. Because such is the color of metal. Oh, you stopped doing art some time ago. Hopefully you can get back to doing it. I like that. I like doing art so much. The reason why I went so inactive art-wise is because due to mostly stress caused by my life in general, you know, I just haven't been having the mood to do art. Actually, for years now, I have been struggling very badly with what I call a serious case of lack of motivation. And personally, I find it to be worse than an art block. Because when you have an art block, you want to draw, you want to do art, you feel like doing art, you even feel inspired, you just don't have any ideas of what to do. When you have a lack of motivation, however, you have the idea, but you don't feel inspired, you don't feel in the mood to do any art. You don't feel like doing anything at all, and I feel like that is worse than I feel like that is worse than having an art block, and I have been struggling with that for years now. Because one of the things that kills the mood is stress, you know, worries with problems in life and such, people bothering you all the time, and that's something that has been happening a lot lately. It is very, very, very bad and upsetting. So yeah, because of that, I ended up becoming very inactive for some years, which was actually very bad, because back in the day when I was more active, I think this is too dark, when I was more active on art and I was doing stuff more frequently, I also had a much larger audience on DeviantArt. People were more active on commenting on the stuff that I would upload. I actually had commission orders all the time. I had to actually close the commissions for a while until I could finish what I had in the works. But then I went inactive, and now actually, if you are the first person to order anything since I have reopened for commissions back in September last year. So yeah, and thank you again for commissioning me. Do you feel the same way? Yeah, it's a terrible feeling, isn't it? The Sunday art streams, the Chill Art Sunday, what I'm doing here right now, what I do every Sunday, these are one of the ways that I have found to indirectly / directly kind of quote-unquote force me to get back into doing art more frequently. And this is something that I have been wanting to do for quite some time now, go back to being more active in art. And I am glad that even if it's just once a week for 3 hours a week, I'm glad that I have managed to get back to doing art. I miss doing this stuff so much. It is so relaxing. I love it. And also, live streaming is something that I used to do way back in the day. and it is good to do it again. Although my original idea was to go back to streaming art only, but then I decided to expand and do a game as well. And thus, the Chill Art Sunday and Gaming Friday and later the VR Wednesday were born. Okay, I think that there's good for the nails. Let's do this one here. Once I finish these nails here on this board, I'm gonna take a quick break because I kind of need to use the bathroom. But it's going to be quick, just a minute, and then I'm gonna be back and I'll continue this. There we go. Do that. Do this. Now I just hope, let me save this real quick. I just hope that when I upgrade that, dang it, I leaked color there. I hope that when I upgrade and migrate over to Windows 10, that my tablet is actually gonna work correctly on that version of Windows. I say that because my tablet is old, it's actually older than my computer. So I don't know if Windows 10 is going to like this tablet. And Windows 10, you gotta remember, it hates a lot of old stuff. Okay, now this one is closer to the line art for the board, so let me use the lasso tool and select just the nail. Oh, you're gonna go already? That's okay. Thank you so much for joining, Matt. I hope you have enjoyed today's stream. Ugh, wrong color. Oh, did I just unselect? Dang it. Wait, what? Oh, that was weird. I am glad you enjoyed. But yeah, thank you for joining. Have a very good night. Have a very good week and sleep well. Okay, so that there is done. Thank you, Matt. As soon as I finish the stream today, I'll see to reply to your emails, by the way. Okay, so put that there. I think I only have 2 more nails to go. And if all of this turns out good, I suppose I can say that I have nailed it. That was a very stupid joke. And there we go. This should be the last one now. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, I guess that looks alright. It's definitely going to look a lot better once I shade everything. Now let me save the colors for these nails. Now the color set there. Just in case I will need these colors again, which I believe I will. I gotta color the nails on the wooden beams as well. Let's put this one here, this one there. Alright, let me save this. And my friends, if you excuse me, I'm gonna have to use the bathroom because I have been drinking a lot of water. Which, speaking of, let me drink another sip before I go. I actually didn't realize I needed to drink water just now. Excuse me. Okay, Guys, I will be back in about a minute. Be right back.
I'm feeling like a photograph life. It changes but it goes by fast and far too fast for me to catch. They tell me I'm too insecure, that I should believe in myself more. If only it was as easy as that. Sometimes I just feel like a stranger in my life. Sometimes I don't feel right at all. I may be lonely, but maybe I'm supposed to be, 'cause no one's there to hear me when I call. Things get complicated, so I've watched and waited for the moment I'll find someone like me. I feel so underrated. Some just leave me frustrated. Feels like I'll never find someone like me.
And I am back, my friends. Now, because I have clicked on OBS, I'm gonna have to restart Photoshop so I can restore pen pressure. So let me close Photoshop real quick and open it again. Almost there. Reading Photoshop format. Ta-da! There we are. Okay, so what should I do next? Alright, I gotta color the nails on the wooden beams down here. I was forgetting about them. Let's see, where's the layer? Wooden beams. Perfect, this here is exactly what I wanted. I do want, however, a smaller brush. Huh, these nails are a different color. Alright, no problem, I'm gonna use this one here then. Now, in terms of coloring, I believe these nails are going to be the last thing that I gotta do for this structure. Afterwards, all I'm gonna have to do is maybe give this some textures, maybe, that's a big maybe, and shade. Yeah. Shading is actually one of my favorite parts when doing art. And I'm not sure why. Go. Let's see, any more nails? Yes, over here. Just two. I hope these are the only ones left. Oh, I just remembered another thing that I gotta do. And for that, I gotta select this layer, platform line art. Let's go down here. Let's pick this shade of brown from the dirt of the ground, make it darker. And let's okay, that's the wrong layer. Actually, yes, this one, wooden beams. This is the layer that I want. Let's call it this here. There we go. Oh, I see a little defect over there. Right here. There's 1 pixel wrong there. I'll fix that in a moment. There we go. This is going to make more sense once I am done doing it. You see in a moment. Let's make this round. There we go. Let me correct that pixel real quick. Is the line art. Okay, the correction must go here on this layer, the color layer. There we go. This reminds me, I might need to check some corners for leaking colors. But other than that, everything seems to be fine. I see some pixels there that should not be there. That's on the ramp layer. Yeah, right here. Let's use the eraser. That's a very big eraser. I don't need such a big eraser. There we go. That's better. Not perfect, but it is better. What about this corner here? Yeah, let's do this over here as well. Oh, wait a second. Oh, that there is on the platform layer. There we go. Now that's better. Yeah, those nails look strange there. Okay. Let's save. Let me do a quick visual revision of all of this. What else is needed here? Nothing, I guess. I think everything is ready for shading. I think. I'm not too happy, however, with the shade of brown that I have used down here. Should I change that? I don't know. Also, maybe I should add more trees to the background. I feel like this background could use a little more stuff on it. Question is what? Let me look into my stash of assets and textures. to see if there's anything that can give me any ideas. See here, yeah. Assets and textures. Let's see, I could add some rocks maybe. Nah, let's not add rocks. I could add some, maybe a crate or two on top of this platform here for some reason. Nah, these are not even in the proper angle. So screw that. A house. Should I add a house around here somewhere? No. Oh yes. Maybe one off in the distance, like more or less about there. Would that even look good? Let me test. Let me test that real quick. Let's copy this house. Let's see. I think I am looking for hill number 3. Yes. Hill 3. Why did you go over there, house? I put you over here. Huh. Weird. Let's zoom in a bit so I can actually see what I am doing. Let's flip this horizontally. Let's make this house even smaller. A little smaller because it is farther away. Let's put it here, it's kind of hidden behind the tree. I'm likely not going to do this. I just want to see what it looks like. That is actually not a bad idea. Like, if I could add some more buildings back here, it could be like the village is right over there. Do I have more houses? I don't. It's not a bad idea, but I'm not going to do it. Because 1, I would need even more vectors. And 2, I don't really want to spend much time looking for them right now. Now, let's see, trees. I could add some more of these trees. Certainly would not look bad, I guess. Maybe this little one over here? Yeah, let's add that one. Let's add that one somewhere. Let's put that over there. Close that. Zoom in. Give me the lasso tool, please. And let's do this selection. Now copy. I think I might want this one on hill number 2, so let's go over here and plop it over there. Now this tree is going to need to be smaller because it is supposedly farther away. Yeah, I think there should be fine. Maybe a little smaller. There we go. Let's move it a bit. Yes, there we go. Now that's better. Let's name this tree. Wait, wasn't I placing trees on a group of their own? Like these bigger ones over here? Where did I put them? Path, path, path. Apple trees. Oh, this one is missing an L. There we go. Apple trees. Ah, these trees are on this group over here, close by trees. Okay, so this one does need to go over here. I cannot put that one in the same group as those, or can I actually? I can. Okay. So it is done. While it saves, let me see if there's any more stuff that I could add. Ooh, that's a very nice tree. Why haven't I used this one somewhere? I could have used it instead of this one. Ah, whatever. It's no big deal. Yeah. Just out of curiosity, let's see what this sun vector is going to look like on this picture. Let's see, sky. Yeah, it's a big sun. Well, I suppose that is true for the sun. Dude, that looks very nice actually. Normally I draw the sun by myself. But hey, this is looking very nice actually. I just gotta be very mindful of what, if I do use this sun vector, I gotta be very mindful of where in the sky I place it, because where I put it is going to define how I do the shading. If I have it over there, all the shadows are gonna have to be cast on this side over here. And all the light is going to have to be on this side of each character, plus the structure over here. And I kind of want the light to be, you know, on their faces. And also I got this tree over here, it has shadow underneath the leaves, so this, according to this tree, the light is coming from above. So the sun would have to be like on top, you know, like noon. So yeah, I cannot have the sun here. I'm sorry, sun, you're gonna have to go away. Is there anything on this layer here? It looks like there's something there. Oh yes, there is. It's a sun for some reason. I thought I had deleted this. There we go. Let's see. Mantle textures. I have metal textures? I didn't know that. Let's unpack these things. Huh, I do. They're not gonna be useful for me right now, but that's good to know. 20 free space backgrounds. Space, you say, huh? Yep, that's space, alright. Oh, I have a stupid idea. Let me unpack this one. Let me put this over here. Let's close that sun. This is just for fun. Let's put space on here. That looks kind of scary, actually. Okay, let's close this. And let me delete this because I'm not gonna need it. Okay. So, I don't think I'm going to add anything else to the background after all. Let's do this. I want to experiment with a texture on this platform. So let's go over here. Let's see wooden floor texture. Before I do that, however, let me go back here on Twitter. I just saw something. Ah, look at this! I want to see this. Is this copyrighted music? Hold on, let me mute this. Oh, what a cutie! Look at the kid! Look at the kitten! Oh, bless his heart. All right, let's go back to searching for the textures. Hardwood. Yes, hardwood should be fine. Is this free to use though? That's a very small image. If I try using that, that's not gonna look very good, is it? I would likely end up not using any textures on that structure, but I do want to at least try and see what it looks like, because I don't want it to be just a flat surface either. And the alternative would be for me to actually draw every single wooden plank, but that is going to take so much time, you have no idea. Oh, this one seems to be very large. Why did it open 2 tabs? This is indoors floor, however. Let's expand here texture. Platform lineup. Let's put this over that. That is not the floor that I have copied. There we go. Let's see here. Let's put this over here for now. Let me try and line this up with this line down here. And then I am going to work on the perspective of this image. Okay, now let's distort. Okay, let's put that there. Ah, that's actually not bad. Okay, now I need to scale. About this should be fine. Let's skew a little more. Let's bring that up a bit more. Come on, go up. Yeah, there. And apply this. Now let me select the platform. Let's use the eraser. I might have made a mistake here in the selection. Wait, what is happening here exactly? Okay, this is definitely not what I need. Let's undo. Hudson, welcome to the stream. Have a happy Sunday. How are you doing? And thank you for joining. Okay, this here is more of what I want. Is it though? Let me pick the eraser again, because I want to erase the portions of this texture that are poking out. Like this. Now let me use a larger brush for this eraser. There we go. Now before I go any further with this, I should expand this selection a bit. Expand by 2, yes. Because I still see some of the platforms sticking out of the line art of the platform. And that is not supposed to happen. Okay. Let's do this. Now this part here, I want it gone. So I think the easier way for me to do this is to select this and use expansion. 2 pixels, yeah, sure. And remember, this for now is just a test. I'm not actually going to apply this, not yet, anyway. Perspective wise, this actually looks fine, I believe. Now I do need to work on the coloring a bit. Let's see, do I want to colorize? I guess. Let's add a little more saturation. Because I gotta make this look more like something that would be outside, you know, outdoors. Lightness. No, let's drop the lightness. Oh, this actually looks pretty good. What are these values? 35, 52, 25. I should probably write these down just in case. Hue 35. Saturation 52, lightness minus 25. Okay, let's leave this there and let's apply it. Maybe some opacity now. Yeah. You know, maybe I might use this texture after all. This actually looks quite alright. Let's name this platform texture 50%, and let me save this to my assets and textures thing over here so I can use this again on the future. Alright. Now I should do the same thing for the ramp and also the sides and the wooden beams. Though the wooden beams, they are supposed to be just wooden beams, not wooden planks. First, let me do the ramp. There we go, ramp line art. Ah yeah, forgot to copy this. There we go. Now let's tilt. That was way too much tilting. Let me align this with that line art there. Okay. Let me zoom in a little bit. And I'm going to bring this corner over here. Alright, so that seems fine. Now it is time to give this some perspective. So let's use skew. Come on. Okay, go there, like that, I guess. And stretch down a bit. Oh, wait a second. I might need to do some scaling here. Yeah, this here might be the problem right now. Not too much. There, let's do skew again. Here we go. Now scaling again. Let's have a closer look. Okay, yes, that seems to be fine. Let's apply. And let's remove the excess of this texture. There we go. And here's why I wrote down those values. 35, 52, something. 35, 52, and minus 25. Nice. Now give this 50% opacity, and that is done. Ramp texture 50%. Okay, that is good. Nice. Now I have to figure out how I am going to do these sides over here. Can I use this same texture for those? I am not sure I can do that. I will try. Let's see what it does. Let's see what happens. Paste this again. Let's place it here just like I have done earlier. See this little square over here? I want this to be right there. Now where's that anchor thing? It's right here. I'm going to put this right there. Because now I can do this. Easier to make this thing match the line. Yeah, that seems to be correct. Okay. Now, wait a second. Do I need to apply perspective to this one? Is the question. Probably. So let's do this. And let's do scaling to cover that area. Not scaling now, I want skew. Is this right? I guess. Okay, let's apply this thing. Let's go ahead and give this a 50% opacity. And do the same coloring. Whoops, that's not what I want. The same hue saturation thing that I have done for the others. So that's 35, 52, minus 25. On colorize, gotta do colorize. I already forgot. 35, 52. 35, 52, minus 25. That is right. And let's select the ramp, the line art for the ramp, as well as this inner area over here. Select, modify, expand by 1. Let's go back to this here and erase the excess. Let's see what this looks like. That actually looks really good. That actually looks really good. You know what I should do though? What I should have done? You see this division over here and this one here? These are kind of like the same one. I should have them match. And also, I should work on their perspective a little more. Let me try and do that. Okay, let's use skew. Oh, that's the ramp. Dang it. I want the texture. This is a big texture. Skew. Is it skewing what I really want? Maybe not. Perspective, perhaps. No, it's not the perspective. I know what. Cancel this. Let's undo some more. Not that much. Actually, yes, that much. I'll have to do this all over again. Because I need to work this perspective while I have this selection, like this. You see? That's what I gotta do. Also, should I go ahead and give this a 50% opacity so I can actually see where the line is. Alright, so let's bring this over here. And let me zoom in. Okay, so the lines are aligned. Do I want skew? Maybe. Let me try it. Because I need that line to be almost vertical. Do I? Not really. I actually just need it to be aligned. Okay, cancel that. I will need to apply some perspective. But right now I just want to get these lines aligned. Okay, that should be fine for now. Let's do scaling. Put this down like that. Let's do some distortion. There we go. Now let's go back here and realign those lines. I guess this here is fine. Right. Now let's select the ramp, the line art of the ramp specifically. Modify, expand by 2. Eraser, let's go back to the ramp layer, the texture, and erase. And now I can apply the colorization. 35, 50, 54, was it? No, 52. 52 and minus 25. There we go. This should use actually a little bit of perspective. Should it? Maybe I just need to align this a little better. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do instead? Hold on, let me select this and this. Invert the selection. And at this point I don't know what I'm doing anymore. What am I doing? Something wrong, that's for sure. Wait. Seriously, what am I doing? Skew. This is right. I don't know if this is. I don't think this is right. Cancel that. I think what I am trying to do is I am trying to change the perspective of this layer specifically without having to redo the whole thing all over again. What if I use distortion instead? Move that up and this down. That up. Let's try scaling. No, let's not do scaling. Scaling is not going to work here. Well, it will, it's just not going to help. Okay, that looks a little better now. Unselect this. I don't know what I was doing, but it worked. Or no pixels were selected. Oh, shut up. I'm trying to select the pixels. Come on. There we go. Okay, I'm not sure what I was doing there, but whatever it was, it worked. Yeah, that worked. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to merge this layer with this layer. Shall we take a look at what this looks like? There it is. Now that is a ramp. What if I remove the line arts? Let's see what this looks like. Hey, not bad. The line is misaligned when we look at it without the line art. But no problem, because this is supposed to have the line art. And it doesn't look misaligned when the line art is on. So yeah, that actually works. Let me save, drink water, and do the same thing for these sides around here. So let's do that again. Let's bring this over here. Let me start with this face, well, not face, with this side of the platform. This is going to require perspective. All of it will. And let's begin by having the texture match the line art. There we go. Okay, okay. Let's do distort. And actually I should use skew first. Let's skew this up. Maybe just the skewing should work. Yeah. Let me apply this. Ah. There's some alignment that needs to be done there. Okay, let's undo this. Give it a 50% opacity so I can see the layer, the texture beneath. Or, what I could do instead is move this layer down. Yeah? No. Let's keep it the other way. There. I want to do it just like I have done with the ramp. First, let's align the texture with the line. There. Almost. Yeah, this here should work. Okay, that's fine. Now, skew. Let's skew so this side here is aligning with that line there. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Now we can see a wooden plank line right there, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use the scaling to make that disappear. By stretching it like that. Let me use some distortion now to give it a little bit of perspective. A little bit more perspective. And now, let's move this down to try and align those lines there. That line with this line here. Okay, I think this works. And apply. Now that that has been applied, gotta do some selections here and remove the excesses. Just like this. Now there's texture going everywhere. I'm gonna use a larger brush with this. Let's use 800. Why not, right? Better have too much than too little. I forgot to expand the selection, dang it. No problem, I can do that now. Select, expand by 2. There we go. Let's see. Yes, that is excellent. Nice. I'm not going to name this layer yet. Let's leave it like this for now. Though, without 100% of us. Actually, I'm going to do the same thing with the layer below, which is that. Yeah, let me save. Now let's do some more of this. For this one, I'm gonna flip this like this. Let's have it go here. Let's tilt it a bit like this. A bit more. A bit more. There. Now I need to bring this all the way over there. Should I use skewing or distortion? Or both? Let's try distortion first. Okay, distortion alone does not work. Let's do skew. Would you look at that? Almost perfect alignment. Let's go back to distortion and bring that line further closer to the corner. Right there. Nice. Now I need these wooden planks here to match the ones on the platform itself. So scaling is going to be necessary. Let's try and stretch this more. Now alignment probably doesn't have to be perfect, but it does have to match as much as possible. This might be enough. Yes. Let's keep it like this. I should have added a little more perspective. Can I go back? Ah, no, I would have to start it all over again. I have an idea. Let me do skewing and go down here. Let's move to the side a bit so they match again. A little more. Okay, that should be fine. Oh Mike, but that is a mess. I know. That is why I'm going to fix it right now. Let's select these areas here where this section is not supposed to be showing into. Let's use the eraser and erase all of this excess. There we go. There we go. That is looking very nice so far. I like it. Let's do this part over here now. This here. Now for that one. How exactly am I going to do this? Let's do this side here. I'm going to need to scale this a bit more. And ooh, there's a line over there. That's going to need to be aligned. Let's stretch this a bit. Let me add some skewing down there so I can have a little more perspective. There we go. Is this good enough? I hope it is. It might be able to use a little more perspective. So let's do this distortion over here. Not too much. Cannot have too much. Let's move this here. Let's check if that line is still in alignment with the other one there. It it's off, so let's bring it to the center a little more. There we go. That is fine. And now let's remove the excess. Okay. Now, what's going on there? I thought I saw some stray... Oh no, I do see some stray pixels. What are they doing there? They are on this layer here. Weird. I think I know what's going on here. Platform, where is the ramp line? The ramp texture. Here it is. Okay, so I know the problem. The expansion wasn't big enough. Let's do 4 pixels. There we go. Because when I selected some of the texture that needed to be raised was still visible outside of the line art, and oops, and that is wrong. Okay, let's expand this by 4 as well. And this here essentially grants me complete erasing of those parts that should not be visible beyond the line art. Let's take a closer look now. Oh yeah, it's much better now. Nice. Okay. Now let's apply the coloring. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and merge these 3 here together. Merge layers. Okay. And now I can do the coloring on them, all 3 of them together at the same time. 35, 52. 35, 52 minus 25. There we go. And now these can be merged with the one below, with the one below, and receive a 50% opacity. There we go. There's the platform. Nice. Okay. Let's Control S to save, drink water, and move on. Let's see what next. I could / should do something similar to the door as well. Wooden door texture. Ooh, this looks nice. I cannot use it though. It's not free to use. You know what I could do instead? I could just search for wooden texture. This would be good for the door, though however it's too small. Too little of a texture. This is a little larger, but I don't think this is good enough. Let's try that. Door line arts. Let's paste it over here. Oh no, that is way too small. That texture is way too tiny. Still, I'm gonna put it here. Let's see what happens. Let's stretch this up. Let's use distortion. Let's have it over here. Let's bring this one down. Have it there. And this over here. Let's have all of these corners match the corners of the door first, and then I am going to use scaling, and let's see if the lines on the texture can align with the lines on the door. They cannot. They almost can. Oh, almost. Let me apply this and let's see what this looks like. Select this area here too. And this and that. That's not everything that I need to select, but right now this is just a test. I am experimenting. Give me 50% opacity. I mean, it's not bad. It does look okay-ish. The problem is that the lines on the texture do not align with the lines that I have drawn on the door itself. The alternative would be to maybe just completely ditch the line arts that define the wooden planks, but then I would have just the texture of the door, which is actually not bad. No. What I can do instead is try and apply each piece of these planks to each individual plank on the door itself. Is there a better wooden texture that I can use there, maybe? Like, I could use something that is just one single thing. You know, as if the door was made of one single piece of wood, maybe? Well, that doesn't really make much sense, because if the door clearly has planks, that is even way too much smaller than this texture over here. That's not a bad texture. I might save it to my collection of assets for future use. It might not work for what I'm trying to do here now, but it definitely can be useful for something in the future. I need something that is a larger resolution. Let's see if this works. I don't think so. Yeah, too small of a resolution. Let's try something else. Free wooden texture. Let's see. Maybe it's very small, but let's stretch it. Let's stretch it. Let's give it some perspective. There we go. The skew. Yes. Let's use distortion. Yeah, let's apply the same thing down here. This here might work. Let's bring this over there. Let's see down here. Okay. I don't know if this is good, but I'm gonna try it. Right. Now let's select all of these. Let's select this here as well. We gotta select these nails entirely. There we go. This part over here is going to be a little bit problematic because, as you can see, the selection does not go all the way. So I'm gonna have to manually erase the texture on that area. Oops. Yeah, same thing here, although this part here is worse. Let's see, a few more nails and the selecting should be done. Uh-oh. What happened there? Huh. What's going on here? Can I use the lasso? Yes, I can. Good. Let's select this here. That there. Oh, there we go. Now let's expand this selection by 4 pixels and erase all the excess. Did I seriously forget? I forgot to select this one here. Ah, God, there we go. Right, texture layer. Big brush. Guys, a gigantic brush, way too big. 900. Oh, I forgot to select the door handle. Nah, no problem. I can just do this here. do this, this, and that. Actually, let me do this the other way around. Let me select these lines here, expand by 4, invert the selection so I only erase what's inside the door handle. Yes, perfect. There we go. Now let me go over here and do that fix that I was talking about. I'm going to need a smaller brush and manually do this. Maybe I could use a little bit of a bigger brush. Number 9 should be okay. I just gotta be careful not to have this eraser leak outside of this blank, like, you know, like this, for example. That cannot happen. That was actually very easy. Easier than I was expecting. Let's do the one over here. There we go. There we go. What about this part here down here? Okay, that is fine. Let me check the corners, just to make sure that no texture is poking out of where it is not supposed to be showing. Okay, so that's that. Let's make this look more like a door. Let's change the coloring. And let's try and make this match the original color a little more. Less lightness. Maybe more saturation. What if I give it the same values as this one? You know, the platform. So let me try that. 35, 52 minus 25. The values I had manually selected here were almost the exact same ones. Incredible. It looks okay-ish, but not quite there. Maybe if I fiddle with the opacity a little more. No. It's not bad, but it's not great either. What if I do this? No, this just make... Oh, wait. I was gonna say it's just making it worse, but I'm not sure about this here now. In terms of the shade, I don't know. Now let's try colorize again. Let's modify what has already been modified. Maybe more saturation, so it doesn't contrast as much with the line art. because I think that has been the problem. A little less lightness, a little more. Okay, let's change that back to the original. Ah, wait. This looks better. In general, yes. Yes, nice. Okay, I'm going to keep this for now anyway. Door texture 50%. Oh, you know what might help? Is if I mess around with this thing here. And see if I can make it any better. So far, the answer is no. Soft light, hard light. Ugh. It looks like someone has sprayed blood all over the door. Oh, the difference one actually looks very nice, but it causes way too much of a contrast with the line art. It does look very nice though. Subtract also looks nice, but too much contrast with the door. I mean the line art of the door. Luminosity is the last one, and it looks the same as normal. It isn't. Okay, I'm going to keep luminosity. It actually looks better. What if I kind of do the same thing with the texture of the platform? Is that going to look any better? Let me try. I don't feel like I need to do this with the texture of the platform. I just want to see if doing this will make it look any better. Oh, that looks horrible. This looks very green. Like puke green. Luminosity is the last one. Okay, let's go back to normal. For the platform, it does not help with any improvements. Okay, let me save. And speaking of saving, I should save this to my assets folder, because these textures are always useful every now and then. Alright, let me save a sample. Let's see here, sample 2, just for comparison of how much progress I have managed to make from the last time I have worked on this to now. It's going to take a little bit of time to save. While it does that, let me close a couple windows that I am not going to need anymore. Also, I can close some tabs around here. There we go. Come on, computer, get done saving that thing already. I know you are old and you are too slow for this, but come on, you gotta be faster. It finished as soon as I finished drinking my water. Okay, so this is what I have done last Sunday. This is now. So this is last Sunday. This is today. Woo! It looks so much better. I love it. Nice, very nice. Look at Silvertrot's eye there. Looks so much more alive. Very good, very good. Wait, did I color his tail? The one out for his tail? Okay, I did. For a moment I thought I didn't. Okay. So my friends, this is going to be all the time that I'm going to have for today. I think this is a good moment to stop, to end this stream. Let's do more progress on this thing in a future. I was gonna say a future screenshot. No, on a future live stream. Although next Sunday I will likely not be working on this picture. Since I got a commission order, I will very likely be working on that commission instead. So you guys are gonna get to see me working on a commission for the first time on a stream. Yay! And I hope I can get that thing done properly and as soon as I possibly can. No rushing, just get it done as soon as possible. There's a difference between rushing something and simply trying to get it done soon. You know, when you do art, it's important that you do not rush something, because by rushing you end up skipping some steps, some important steps and details. But yeah, so the usual end of stream reminders. I stream every Wednesday, Friday and Sunday at what time do I stream on Thursdays? I forget. 8 p.m., 7 p.m. and 2 p.m. respectively. All of these are Eastern times, by the way. So on Wednesdays the stream should start at 8 p.m. Eastern time. On Fridays it should start at 6 p.m. No, sorry, my mistake. On Wednesdays it starts at 7 p.m. On Fridays at 6 p.m. and on Sundays at 3 p.m. Eastern time. The Wednesday and Friday streams, they are gaming streams. So on those days I play a different game every week. So if you tune in, whether it is Wednesday or Friday, you're going to see me playing a different game. But there's a little caveat. Specifically the Wednesday streams, they are hosted only in Portuguese. So if you tune in on Wednesday, you'll hear me speaking Portuguese. But the Friday streams, they are in English only. So I'm gonna be talking in English if you tune in on Fridays. Regardless, both of these, they are a different game every week. So if you'd like to see me playing some game, tune in on Friday or Wednesday on one of those times that I have mentioned, and you will catch me playing a game. The only difference is going to be the language I will be speaking. If you want Portuguese, tune in on Wednesday. If you would like to hear me speak in English, then tune in on Fridays. And again, the time is on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern time, and on Fridays it is at 6 p.m. And if you would like to watch me draw something live, like I have done today, tune in for the Chill Art Sunday every Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. That is when I draw live. And I believe that is going to be all for now. So my friends, I hope you have enjoyed. I hope you had fun. I had a lot of fun. I always love to draw and talk to you guys. It's very relaxing. And I just love doing this. It's fun. But yeah, that's gonna be everything for today. My dudes and dudettes, I hope you have enjoyed. Until we meet again, God bless you, stay safe, stay healthy. I wish you all have a very good week, and until we meet again, have a good one. Bye bye.
present some problems and we don't know what to do. You've come to find your feelings and exactly what you knew. The odds are stacked quite poorly if without a winning hand. But bear in mind your bearing's only worse if you don't turn up. Don't bet on taking trips because they'll turn your trips to trash. You've got to set your sights and hope on setting not to crash. Citrus can seem quite big if you don't make your plans unfurl. But I would not let that mom my opinion of such enough. Don't bet on sinking ships because they'll turn your chips to trash. You've got to set your sights and hopes and setting not to crash. The truth can seem quite bleak if you don't make your plans unfurl. But I would not let that mark my opinion of the fact that if you could fix the failings of the current paradigm, we would have a hero who's supposed to be elusive and on time. Just on time. And then we would all contrive new conflicts, you know. So bet on sinking ships because they'll turn your chips to trash. You've got to set your sights and hopes and setting not to crash. The truth can seem quite bleak if you don't make your plans unfurl. But I would not let that mark my opinion of the show. Bet on sinking ships because they'll turn your chips to trash. You've got to set your sights and hopes on setting not to crash. The truth can seem quite bleak if you don't make your plans unfurl. But I would not let that mark my opinion. Stipulations placed before you to get all the things you really need. Mr. Big may make things hard, but you have got to plant your seeds. Go to war, fight more. Your dreams thrive by competition. You'll find no one famous ever got there just by flinching at their foes. Cling against the torment, claw with all your might at what you know. Don't let go, just glow. Don't wait to play to indecision. Don't bet on taking ships because you